Hey friends, this tutorial is going to be a short demonstration of an if-else statement. I'm going to be showing you this in JavaScript, but stay tuned, we're gonna have a little fun game and comparing it in my other favorite language, Python. So let's jump into it. So I have a few comments, and basically this is kind of the pseudocode, what it would look like if you're just whiteboarding an if-else statement. So an if statement is, it looks at a condition. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take Python and Java and we're gonna assign them a value. And so in this case, I'm going to assign it, one of my favorite languages, I'm going to assign it a score of 1 to 10. So for example, Python, I'm going to give it a score of 9 in this case, and JavaScript, I'm also going to start with the score of 9. So we're going to set those variables, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to use comparison operators to compare those two in the if-else statement. So for example, here, we're going to compare if JavaScript is the same as Python, then let's show these are equal. So if that's true, it's going to output. If it's not true, then it's going to move on to the next statement, and this is where the else if comes into play. So else if JavaScript, we're going to compare that one to Python. If it is less than, so we're going to use the less than operator, is compared to Python, then Python is better. If that is true, then return that result. If not, continue on, and this is where you could continue as many times as you like, and you can use as many comparison operators as you like. So greater than, not equal to, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, and you can keep going as specific as you like. So that's kind of what it continues does. And then lastly, if it doesn't meet all those conditions, what you can do is you can return the final value. So you could return an error or not defined, but in this case, what I'm going to show you is else all other scores will return JavaScript is better. So I'm going to keep it down to 3 for the simplicity of this tutorial. So let's jump in and write an if-else statement. First of all, we'll say if, and then we're going to put our comparison in parentheses here. So we have JavaScript, and we're going to compare it. So equal to, one equal is the assignment variable. Double equal means is that value equal to the other value, and triple equals also means you can enter quotes, and they will convert those texts to strings. So in this case, we're just going to do double equals JavaScript equal to Python. And then what we're going to do is return console log, and we're going to say equal. Let's do that. So we have both set at 9. If I open terminal here, this is an easy way to do that. Hit control tilde or control tick, and let's go into that directory. Then all we have to do is hit node, and then run our script, if else statement.js, and we get equal to. Okay, so that works. All right, so then it's going to quit out of the if-else statement. For those Pythoners, let's go ahead and bump our score up to 10. We're gonna save that, Command S, and then we're gonna run this again and see what happens. So what should happen is we're going else if, and we wanna do else if because if we do just else, then it's the end of the statement. So, and if we did another if statement, then it would start a new if-else statement. So what we're gonna do is step 1 is if, step 2, else if, and then step 3 is else. That's the way the logic goes, step 1, 2, and 3. Else if, we're going to say JavaScript. If it is less than Python, we're going to say console.log, and we're gonna return the text, Python is better. So I've gone up here, I've changed the Python to a higher score of 10. Let's go ahead and run it again. And there we go, Python is better. I would agree with this one for now. But wait, what happens if we change the score? Then it returned out of there. So what happens if Python, we change that one to a lower number? It's going to check for this one, which is going to be false. Then it's going to check for this one, it's going to be false. And for simplicity, I'm just going to return everything else. So it either cannot be equal or greater than. It has to be less than. So else, it's going to return JavaScript is better. So let's go ahead and do that. And there we go. So let's try a negative number and just double check. Yes, it's still JavaScript is better. I would agree with this one at this point in time. That is true in this program. A couple other things I'd like to share. Some optional things that you can do. JavaScript now no longer requires semicolons because of what's called ASI, automatic semicolon insertion. So we can actually format those and get rid of those. Those are kind of a preference. Let's see, we can save that. It'll still work. And also, some people get rid of the braces and bump the lines up and just clean it up this way. There's many ways that you can do this. You can even write this all on one line as well. So I would say the way I had originally formatted is probably the best practice. Let me know what you think. Put your suggestions in the comments below. That's gonna do it for this quick short tutorial. Let me know if you like these. I would be happy to create more of these. I can do switch case statements and I can go on and on and on. I can even do these in Python if you like those. But let me know what you would like to see and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.